All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Hop Butcher for the World, and they're out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is their Crinkle Cut. So they're calling this one an Idaho 7 hopped American Pale Ale, comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is approximately 4.5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks, shout out once again to Hop Butcher for this beer. So in the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail video I did that contains all the goodies they hooked me up with. And this is the last beer of their most recent box, but fear not. As I say at pretty much the end of every single review I do of them, the availability, we just saw here in the Western New York area, more specifically Buffalo, New York, a small drop from them, 3 different beers. This showed up along with their Only Interested in Tropical and their Hop Dip. So I picked up the latter two because I have not tried those or reviewed them. So I'm going to be reviewing those over the next couple of weeks. They have not sent another box yet, so those will keep me busy throughout the rest of, we'll say, September. Anyway, Crinkle Cut, Idaho 7 hopped American Pale Ale. I don't think I've had a single hopped Pale Ale with Idaho 7, or maybe in general, like maybe not even an IPA or double IPA. It's an interesting hop. Shout out to a friend of mine and a viewer of the channel, Adam over at Mercy Beers. He loves Idaho 7. He always says it gives me this pineapple mango. I think he says it's like a what is it, an earthy grassiness. Like he likes this hop. I enjoy it, but again, I don't think I've had too many, if any at all, that are just like straight on single hopped Idaho 7. So I'm pretty pumped up for this one. And yeah, let's give it a pour here and we'll see what's going on. So much like most of Hop Butcher's beer, the carbonation, and I did the roll off camera. Maybe I should have done it on camera. The little slight turn that kind of knocks down the carbonation when you're pouring, or how this goes. But, you know, it is what it is. So we'll pour it like that for now. You know, it's the Dan Jetsa artwork, of course. We have tasting notes on the back, which I have not read, but we will get to them at the end if I remember. Anyway, yeah, that has that hazy orange-yellow color. Very murky and turbid, about a 2.5 finger of this off-white, super creamy looking head. Looks beautiful. Looks like a Hop Butcher beer of some sort. It's good nose. That smells fucking awesome. Oh. I just want to get lost in the nose. So I have not looked at any reviews of this. I have not really looked at anybody's Untappd check-ins, but I do have a couple good friends of mine and fellow beer tubers, Dan and Mike over at FLX Beer Reviews. We were in a chat, I think it was offline within the past week or so, and they drank this one, and I think Dan said this one kind of had like a rubber / Band-Aid type of feel, and it was kind of weird, and I'm not getting that in the nose, so that's a good thing. I'm just getting bright tropical and stone fruits. Like I'm talking over the top crushed pineapple, maybe a little bit of passion fruit, mango, peach, apricot, big stone fruits. And then there's this nice greenness to the beer that I would say, like, it's not like a hop burn, like green astringency. It's more like again, the aforementioned Adam, like a grassiness, almost a floral kind of herbaceousness. It's just like beautiful. It does have a little burning, stinging sensation that might be a little bit hop burn when I drink it, because it's very, when it comes to hop burn, it's one of those things where like I can smell it a little bit, and then when I taste it, it's a little bit more amped up, and I feel like that might happen here. But man, it smells so fucking just vibrant. Fresh smelling, green smelling. Oh, I want to get into it. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again to Hop Butcher. Oh, I see what Dan's saying. Now, that quickly fades for me. I could see what he's saying in terms of like a rubber kind of feeling, like taste sensation very quickly, but it dissipates extremely quick for me. Body on this one, lower side of medium, approaching medium, 6%. It's fine. Maybe a touch thin, but okay. The mouthfeel, super soft, smooth, creamy. More soft and smooth than it is creamy, but it slides down the palate and down the throat hole. The taste, the nose was way more impactful and boisterous and, dare I say, bombastic. Shout out to Paul over at PaTroll. More in your face, more noticeable. I don't think the taste is exactly that. I'll pour in all those goodies. I know Dan has been saying, like, a lot of times with the Hop Butcher beers at the bottom, you know, has all the goodies, and sometimes that's an issue. changes the beer, changes the body of the beer a lot of the times, maybe the mouthfeel. The flavor profile of this, though, is there's a lot of pineapple, a lot of mango. So Adam, spot on. But I'm also getting a big like tangerine orange note that I wasn't getting in the nose. And it almost has a sweet, juicy, I wouldn't necessarily say candied, but a sweeter, like you had pineapple, mango, and orange in a fruit cup. That's kind of what I'm getting at the front of the palate. And it's all three of those fruits. I'm getting really nothing else that I can sit here and, like I said, passion fruit in the nose, no. Peach, not really. Apricot, not really. More like I said, mango, pineapple, mango, and orange. It's so cool because it is like a fruit cup, but maybe not that sweet. So again, not candied, not like overly sweet, but kind of just a little bit sweeter. Halfway through the palate is where that earthy, grassy, floral kind of sensation hits. And it's almost a green herbaceousness. It's all over the place. Let me go back for another sip to kind of replenish, to try to figure it out. Yeah, I'd say it's more of an herbaceous grassiness halfway through the palate. And that really helps out because this beer finishes moderately dry, but there's a really nice mild to moderate bitterness, more approaching moderate. It's not too sweet. There's something here to break up the monotony of that fruit cup type of feel to those fruits. There's a touch of like a bubblegum yeast kind of ester that isn't too noticeable, but very, very slight, I feel like, underneath the palate. 6%, you really can't tell, you know, no alcohol detected on the palate. There's no astringency, nothing like that. This is really damn solid. Is it amazing? No. That rubber thing that Dan was talking about, or I can't remember if he said rubber Band-Aid. If he said Band-Aid, I don't get that. If he said like a rubber feeling, I get where he's coming from, but I got that right when I first took the sip, and I have not gotten that note since the first sip. I will say I think this is finishing a little bit bitter now, more bitter as I drink on it. Around the back of the palate, there's this nice, firm, moderate, herbaceous finish. Slight, there's a very slight hop burn here, green astringency, very slight, very minute, but it's definitely there. I think in a couple weeks that'll be gone, maybe even a week and a half. If you drink this around like say the 6-week mark, you should be fine. But I like this. Is it amazing? It's not necessarily amazing or anything. I think it's just really well made. It's not super complex, like that fruit cup with the 3 different fruits and a little bit of that grassy herbaceous green finish is pretty much it. So I'm not going to scream from the rooftops for this beer, but I will say I'm very happy with it. So Crinkle Cut from Hop Butcher, I have no problems giving this beer a very strong high 4 out of 5. I'll go 4.1 out of 5. I'm not going to go much lower than that. Not much higher. I think that's where it lands. I think flavor-wise is like a 4, but I really like that mouthfeel. Bump it up to a 4.1. Can't go much higher, but I think it's pretty... Oh, yeah, tasting notes. I think it's pretty damn good. Tasting notes. Candied orange. So I said orange, and then I said it's not candied. Well, they think it's candied. So am I wrong? I could be. Like I said, it's more like a fruit cup or like a sweet orange, but I don't think it's candied. So I'll allow it. I think they're not wrong. I don't think I'm necessarily right. It's just, I'll allow it. Next, we have dank greens. Yeah, so I don't feel this was really dank. I feel it's more herbaceous and green. I've said green, grassy, herbaceous. So again, I'll allow that one. Like who might allow tasting those? But you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm in the realm of what they're saying. Last is juicy pineapple. So I said pineapple. Did I say juicy? I probably said juicy at some point, but not necessarily juicy pineapple. Like I said, it's a fruit cup. Pineapple, mango, orange. That's what I'm getting. So 3 for 3, maybe not 3 for, I'm probably like 1.5 for 3 because get a little bit of each, but not necessarily what they said. Price point availability. This showed up and I didn't grab it here locally. It was the aforementioned Only Interested in Tropical and Hop Dip were both are double IPAs, and I think those were $20 a 4-pack. So I'd imagine this is probably like the $16 to $18 range. I think in Chicago, and anybody can correct me if I'm wrong out there, Ross, anybody else? I think these pale ales are like $12.99, $13.99. I think they're like 13 to 14 bucks for the pale ales, and then the IPAs and the double IPAs are 15 to 16 bucks, depending on where you buy them. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You would think by now, after a couple years of Hop Butcher sending me beers and me drinking a shit ton of them, I would know the price points, but I don't live in Chicago and I don't go pick up their stuff in Chicago, so I cannot tell you. But if you see distro of this, I'd imagine it's probably $16 to $18 a 4-pack. Would I pay that for this? after drinking it, maybe. I would definitely pick it up if I'd never had it before. Would I buy it again? Probably not if it was that price. We'll see about that. Only interested in tropical and hop dip because I'm really looking forward to it. So anyway, if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. Like I said, 6%, you really can't tell. And it's just a really easy drinking American Pale Ale. And I'm very happy I was able to try an Idaho 7 hopped, or a single hopped pale ale like this, because I kind of get a better idea what you get from Idaho 7. Adam is not wrong. I got pineapple, I got mango, orange, tangerine. You know what? I take it back. I think it's more of a tangerine than an orange, honestly. Yeah, I would say more tangerine. But either way, you're in that realm. And it's a fun hop. Is it my favorite? No. Adam, fight me. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. I appreciate everybody supporting the channel. Till the next one. Cheers.